Clothes and shoes change from season to season, and actually makeup does too. So in addition to new colors, the way you apply makeup in the summer can be dramatically different than the way you do in the winter.
Here to talk about melt-proof makeup is professional model Shelley GoodStein. So glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Hi.
This is a big deal for me because I was never taught really about how to apply makeup properly. So to find out that it's different in the summer versus the winter is a big deal.
But you nail it. Every day you nail it. So I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, well, you know, some people never change their makeup from their wedding day because it was perfect that day. Why change it? So, but just like your clothes change during the seasons, you want to think differently about the summer because when it heats up, your makeup can definitely melt off. And the secret is really using longer lasting products.
Right.
And one of the most, probably the easiest and the most skipped method is by using a primer. Do you use a primer?
Oh, no.
I do, just because it cuts on shine.
Yeah, right?
And because I think you told me about it. I know you told me about it. That's where I learned about it.
Well, they're newer into the marketplace, but a lot of people don't use them because they've never heard of them,
Right.
or they, you know, don't have any experience. So now is the time to try them out because they've now gotten into mainstream. So not only are they in high-end brands, but you can find them in drugstore brands.
Oh.
In fact, I was in New York last month, and I did a shoot for CoverGirl, and CoverGirl now has entered with their own primer. So they're in all price ranges, and the reason you want to use them is because they do a couple things. They gloss the skin. They're silicone based, so they sort of make this barrier so that your makeup doesn't seep into fine lines and wrinkles.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, and then the second thing they do is they actually give your makeup something to adhere to. And that's really important in the summer. You want to think of layering, which sounds counterintuitive, like you want to lighten up, but you want to give your makeup, you know, a place to stay and to stick. So you got to try the primers.
Yes. You know what I started doing because I read it on a website, and I'm just interested to see what you think, is mixing the primer with the foundation, not putting it on first, but mixing it. What do you think about that?
I love it, and I'm glad you brought that up because I love two-in-one products, and there are primers that are mattifying, they have SPF, there's some tinted primers, so there's all these products that you can get two-in-one, three-in-one, and you just apply it once. But even if you're just using a primer, you don't need that much, just like a little dollop will cover your whole face. But I love the mixing. That's another way to lighten up.
Okay, so we were just talking SPF because we all want our skin not to age, but at the same time we want to have that kind of healthy glow that you get with like a bronzer, but a lot of times those make us look really fake tannish. So do you have any tips on how to make a bronzer work a little better for us?
Right, you get that fake baked on look, and that's when you're applying it wrong. Too much is too much in that situation, but everyone does feel better when they have a tan. And so you think about like the day that you're at the beach, you come home and you get ready and you have this sun-kissed look on your face, and your eyes look wider and your teeth look brighter, and so you really want to mimic that when you think about using bronzer, and you want to just put it on those places of your face where the sun would naturally hit. So that's going to be on your nose, your chin, your forehead, and then the high points of your cheek.
Okay, so up here, not just in circles.
Right, yeah, just the high points, and then use a really big fluffy brush because the bronzer's dark, and that's why it's kind of scary. And if you put it on too dense, if you put it, every nook and cranny, right? If you put it on too dense, you'll get like that stripe. So you want a big fluffy brush, and you want to shake it off and then just apply it.
And I think for the novice, the makeup novice, this can be sort of, again, scary. What is a cheek stain as opposed to a blush?
Yes, those are tricky, and a lot of times they end up in the trash because people get so frustrated. And they're intimidating because when you look at them, they're really dark, and so you think, oh, there is no way I'm putting that on my face. But when you put it on your skin, it doesn't look that dark. So try it out on your skin, and then the other secret is they dry really fast, so you need to, when you put it on, blend it right away. And
so it's a liquid kind of? It's a gel? How would you describe it?
Well, they kind of make both formulations. I've seen it as a liquid, then it doubles also as a cheek and a lip stain, but I've seen gel ones too. In fact, I'm wearing one today.
Ah, and you look lovely.
Well, thank you. You had to say that.
Well, we wouldn't have guessed it to be a stain. Okay, lipstick. Love lipstick, but my gosh, this time of year, you can have it in your bag and it'll melt on you, let alone in the car.
Yeah, and if you live in Arizona, it's just a matter of time before you melt
Exactly.
your lipstick, but it doesn't have to be met with a tragic ending. And here we have, okay, so I did a tutorial at home with my camera for you. Yeah, so we could go through it fast. Here's my lipstick. These are the tools that you'll need. You have everything except maybe those containers, and I got those for a few dollars at Michael's. But you can also use, like, you have those pill boxes maybe you're not using with the days of the week. Those work. Just, I have an alcohol swab, clean them out.
Yeah.
And so you take your lipstick that's melted, and don't forget about that part that's inside the barrel under the bullet, because there's like a third more lipstick there.
Wow.
And I put it on an ice cream scooper, and you just melt it over a candle. I like the tea candles because you don't want to burn it. You just want to melt it. And if you want to make a lip gloss, you can add equal amount of Vaseline. So this is what it looks like when it's melted, and I'm just pouring it into my container. And so here's how it looks, and that's what it looks like when makeup artists come to shoots. They have all their colors right at once, so it's really convenient. And how many hours do we waste looking through our lipsticks for the color we want, and we gotta open it up, we gotta look at the back. So here it is, and then you can mix your colors and create your own color. It's a great project to do with kids, like my daughter and I. She said I have to name my new color, and so I'm thinking Shelltacular would be good.
Cute.
She's going for Chandiva, her name's Chandler, but it's just fun. And you do want to layer your lipsticks too, and you can use a lip stain and then a lipstick. You can use your liner and line your whole lip, and that will give it a stain too. So you want to think, you always want to think layers in the summer, which does seem counterintuitive, but it makes everything have more stain power.
Did you make this?
Yes. Oh, so here's my lip gloss.
That's incredible, because it looks like something you buy at Sephora. It's really, really pretty.
It's all my colors, and you know, when you think about some of the lip glosses you buy, they're really sticky, and so if you're in a convertible or on a boat, it's like glue when your hair hits your face, and so these are nice. With the Vaseline, it's almost like a balm. It's not quite a lip gloss, and then you have like the matching lip gloss for your lipstick, and you have two products. Also want to mention, if you use any MAC products, they have like a recycling program. So like, let's say your lipstick has melted, you take 6 of anything in, they give you a free lipstick. So
see, I've heard of it, and I never do it. I always need to remember that.
Yeah, you can even bring in, they told me, you can even bring in, like if you buy wipes, you can bring in the plastic. Like, anything goes, and you can get a free lipstick. It's fun, and you're doing something good for the environment.
You're recycling it.
Shelley, thank you so much. Always good to see you. And make sure to learn more beauty tips from Shelley by going to her website, facethis.me.
Because so many of my friends were always asking me, how do you take a good picture? And a lot of my friends also have young girls that want to get into the modeling business. So I wrote this book, and it's for the ordinary girl, how to look great in a photograph. And it doesn't matter what your age is, you always want a beautiful photograph.